we have started, and this is team team Scratch Me Tiger versus team Threes. So Trees and Threes are on the purple side and Scratch Me Tigers on the blue side. So first up, Lucian is banned, Blitzcrank gets banned, then Jarvan is the next one, and these seem to be fairly quick bans. I think Diana is banned from Tabak. I think that's how he meant to pronounce his name, Tabak or TBQ. Alright, we'll just keep it TB. So TB got a targeted Diana ban, even though he performed less than average, I would say. Now Jax and Fizz, yep, quick bans out. And now, so first pick Instalock Thresh.
Interesting. I suppose that Team Scratch Me Tiger are going for a rather aggressive bot lane.
Quick Braum. Yeah, so Braum has been the support of choice for Nocanic and Deathstroke, so that Caitlyn is picked insta-locked. Not insta-locked as per se, but yeah, rather quickly picked, and it would seem that the Braum is gonna be their support of choice.
Is this gonna be the first Caitlyn in the tournament?
I'm not actually sure, but I don't think so. I don't want to be called a liar, but
I don't recall a Caitlyn.
Maybe not. So we'll keep it at that. Maybe not. Schrodinger's Caitlyn. But yeah. So that is locked in. So the bot lane for Threes is locked in. Warwick. Now Warwick is being hovered on, and Warwick could be either top lane Warwick or a jungle Warwick. And Vayne. Oh, a Thresh Vayne. Rami.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you think about this? I mean,
Oh, so the Warwick is changed into
yeah,
Chinza.
Chinza.
Well, Vayne is gonna have a real hard time against Caitlyn early game, but if she manages to, just try to not get poked and farm, try to reach level 3, and actually all depends on the Thresh hooks. If he manages to hook Caitlyn, then it's really hard for Caitlyn to fight against a Vayne, especially with her Silver of the Bolts. Silver Bolts. So it really is a skill matchup, so I'm looking forward to see what happens.
I do not think they'd actually pick the Sion. Nakanak is probably just trolling his team and the stream as well, but the other is even less likely as well. Okay, so Maokai is now, that's possible. The top lane Maokai, the top lane Maokai is locked in. Sion, I don't know. It's a troll. It's a troll. I know Nakanak. It's a troll.
It would be
It's a troll.
It would be interesting.
Yeah, no, I know it's a troll. He can bait me into it. I know it's a troll. Yeah, see?
Are you by any chance delayed?
I'm not sure. No, I can see the pixel properly, but yeah. So now the Nocturne is locked in, and Nocturne is one of Rodi's reliable junglers. I would say he's very comfortable on that pick, and so I'm not really surprised with the pick. Even though it's not a popular pick, but it's something that Rudy does perform on and plays. It's not a surprise to see him on it. Meanwhile, it would seem like Ari is being hovered over. Ari and Fiora.
Okay, I was gonna say if Team Scratch Me Tiger goes for these picks, it will be kind of random picks, no team synergy. But now since they picked Garen, it seems that there should be a slight team synergy between them. I mean, the chain CC, it could work in this case. A hook, a charm, and a silence.
Oh, Akali. I'm not sure about that. And Akali versus such a team. Lots of disengage, lots of CC. At least on the On most of them have at least some form of CC, and
Fiddlesticks.
hmm,
Okay,
uh,
they're trolling us at the moment.
yeah, probably. Though these are reasonable picks. I wouldn't say that they are unusual, but oh, they will probably just they're
Yeah,
probably gonna
so they're gonna give
go back.
Digital Zeus his main. I am surprised that it wasn't banned, but uh, Digital Zeus played very good versus an Ahri with the Rise, the last game they played. So let's see if he can repeat what he did again.
Yeah, he was okay, I guess. It's not bad. So if he can have a repeat of that performance, then he should be good. He should do good, and the team should be doing well.
He's
The top,
uh,
yeah,
he's having a teleport at the moment, which could be really interesting.
yeah. It would be unusual. Teleport on Rise, even at mid lane, is considered normal, and it should be okay. With the Maokai teleport and the Rise teleport, they have lots of map pressure. Now, top lane, I can't help but feel that the Garen pick is not ideal versus a Maokai, especially. It's not Garen is a lane bully. He's not going to be able to do that much versus a Maokai. Maokai is very strong, very tanky. He is not gonna go for the kill or for your face, but rather for the farm, so you can get and like get as tanky as possible and be that tank that the team relies on and needs. Meanwhile, the most interesting matchup I feel will be versus in the jungle, Babylon versus Rudy. Both are good junglers with good control, and they're playing on interesting champions that love to duel, love to gank, and are good at both farming and counter jungling. Sorry, and so it would be really interesting. I think that should be the matchup we should be focused on. I thought maybe Babylon would go top again, like he did last game, but it would seem that they swapped Bancho and Babylon. So maybe this would be for the better.
Yeah,
And let's see.
I would give this matchup to Zinzao because I think he has like more early game pressure than a Nocturne.
He should, but it I 1v1 and even that, it'll all fall down on the skills. The skill matchup will. Uh, I think that, as I said before, the team threes is sort of dependent on the aggression from Rodi. He always has a lot of impact on the mid lane and the bot lane, and so I want to see how is that aggression matched and whether they'll be able to succeed in applying pressure and snowballing an advantage, or will Chinzao be able to match that?
Alright, guys, so it's 1 minute left till the start of the match. And who do you guys think will win? Tell us on the YouTube chat. We'll let Mazen decide which hashtags to use.
Alright, so for the blue team Scratch Me Tiger, use hashtag Tiger. And for the team Smokin Trees and Smoke, no, I forgot their name. There, it's a stupid name. So Trees. So if you vote for Team 3, just hashtag 3 or hashtag noob, both are accepted. And 10 seconds, and we'll be underway. So yay, that should be soon, real soon. Until that happens, sorry. I'm gonna be looking at your face. Sorry, it's not Facebook, it's YouTube. So looking at the YouTube chat and hoping to see some votes. Come on, people, let's vote. And by the way, I just want to say thank you to the 24 viewers watching the stream. We are really glad that you could join us, and we hope that you can tell all your friends about the stream, get some people to watch it. You know, the bigger, the better, the more, the merrier. And all right, so the game is currently loading. And oh yeah, okay, so we have stuff. I really hope we don't get an early pause. We get those a lot.
Yeah, we already had so many delays today, so I would hope that this game goes smoothly and we see some great action.
Alright, so far, there doesn't seem to be any issues. Everyone has shopped and is moving out. So, top. I mean, I would say that the items are standard except for the top lane. I'm actually surprised that X Poison has chosen to go with the Doran's ring and the top lane Maokai. That shows
I
that,
think he's planning to harass this Garen, but it's not really
yeah,
wise
yeah.
because has a Doran shield, and with the passive, I think he can sustain the damage as much as a Mokai can sustain with his passive.
Yeah, and I would say it's unusual purchases from both. I would have much preferred a Doran's blade on Garen, especially in such a matchup. I feel that the most of the damage comes from magic damage from the spells, so the shield versus the Maokai won't have that great of an impact. Whereas the blade would have given Garen because he already has tons of sustain from his passive, so he
It's
doesn't
also
need he doesn't need the regeneration, and the blade gives him extra damage. It
yeah,
helps his spells.
it's good to mention that Garen is sitting on 49 magic resist, which means that he could have like went on without the Doran shield if he got a Doran blade, maybe for an early game pressure. But I think he's planning to play it safe on the top lane and not give
Yeah, exactly.
any kills early. It's also good to mention that maybe the Doran shield is to not be scared from Nocturne's ganks. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it is a possibility. So for now, it seems that Nocturne's gonna be starting with the blue buff, Shinzao's gonna be starting with the red buff, and if we might have them meeting up at the top lane. So
Yeah,
standard lanes,
so it
no
seems
shenanigans.
that the junglers are not gonna focus the bot lane at the start. So let's see how that goes.
The I think the bot lane would be the lane where most of the action is gonna be in this. Bancho is extremely aggressive early on, so that's that's a nice change. I would say I'd have expected this lane to go extremely passive. A good harass from Digital Lemon. He's uh, trying to play to Vayne's strengths, especially that Vayne has such a low range compared to Caitlyn. Caitlyn has much larger range and a bigger potential for harass.
But
Oh, Van shows.
if you can see that the bottom lane from Team Scratch Me Tiger, Thresh is really zoning Caitlyn and Brom, which is giving time for Vayne to. Oh, and they
Oh,
caught him.
that's an
Exhaust
exhaust onto
goes
Digital
down.
Lemon, but Naqaniq has gone really low. That Strokin he does in fact stun. Oh, and that's a headshot crit, but
And a gank
both
at top.
yes, Rudy Thacker has double buff, but he does not get an auto attack off. But nonetheless, Bancho flashes away to safety, and yeah. But bot lane, I have to say, the Thresh and Vayne harass is really strong,
And
and
he
that's
caught him.
enough.
Oh, this is first blood. This is first blood. This was an incredible hook from Thresh,
Yes,
and Vayne connected it with the condemn onto the tower.
and Braum is really low. Oh, that's a flash auto attack, just not enough. And by the way, the Deathstroke survived with 8 HP. So talk about borderline save. That was really well. As I knew it was to be expected. I just didn't expect it to happen this fast. That the bot lane aggression from Vayne and Thresh really paying off, and that's a 11 CS lead plus a kill.
Yeah.
So well done.
Speaking about the mid lane, as you can see that Digital Zeus is farming efficiently. He's sitting on 24 CS while Ahri has 20 now. So it doesn't seem that Ahri is giving this Rise so much trouble in the mid lane.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Garen is actually uh, running away with a significant lead on the top lane. He has his flash down, but oh, Chinza comes up, but Digital Zeus just walks away to safety. No harm done. But yeah, the top lane, that's a 11, 8. Sorry, it was a 9. Now it's decreasing. CS lead, and I wonder if X-Poison will be able to catch up quickly, or will he stay behind?
It's good to mention that Garen has a Megatron clock at him at the moment, which means that he will not be scared from the harass coming out of the Mokai at the moment.
That's a really big first buy, I have to say, and it's very smart since both mid lane and top lane are AP, so it's not a bad item, both now and later on. Oh, that hook connects. Rangers on fire, is on fire with those hooks, and they harass over. Wow, Nakana is well below half HP, and it looks like they like their Nakana Craw because they are like seriously battering him right now.
I am surprised that Caitlyn is getting hooked like all these times, even though they have a Braum which can cancel the Thresh hook, and if Caitlyn has a good reaction, she can just E out of Thresh's hook. But
Yes,
Thresh
but
has
Thresh
been
predicted
point,
the he predicted the I forgot what's called the I can't remember the name, but yeah, the E,
it's the net. It's the 50
the
caliber
net.
something, I suppose.
50 caliber net, yes, 50 caliber net. But he predicted the net and hooked her after she landed, so that was an impressive hook, I have to say.
So far, it's all quiet since the first blood went down, except some action in the bot lane with the Thresh incredible hooks.
Indeed, incredible hooks.
There was a ping that went down from the blue team. I think they told the jungler that there's a ward in the bush. So
Yeah.
I'm expecting a lane gank.
So far I think the junglers have
lantern
been
gank,
sort
a
of quiet.
lantern
Oh,
gank
that's a
incoming.
fresh lantern. Yeah, but they get the flash into the. Yep, that's a knockup. That's a flay, and it looks like Deathstroke does indeed go down. That is impressive. Oh,
And there's another
hook.
hook incoming.
Yeah,
Wow.
but now Rudy is back, and he ultis. He's level 6 already. Will he get Babylon? Oh, the exhaust! And Caitlyn does get the kill, though Nocturne does fall down. So that's a 1-for-1, and I'm not sure that was a good exchange. Meanwhile, Nakanak is getting hammered.
That was a well played gank from the blue team. I expected the
indeed.
lantern. I expected the lantern gank to come, but I did not expect that flash from Zinzao. But I mean, it was a well-timed flash because he knew. I suppose he knew that Braum and Caitlyn had their flashes down, so there was no way that they could escape that. But I have to mention that Thresh is still on point with his hooks, hook after hook after hook.
Indeed, and the over-aggression and commitment paid off. They committed to a play. There was no. I would have to say that their communication seems to be amazing because there doesn't seem to be any sort of hesitation. A flash in from Chen Zhao, and both the AD carry and the support, they follow. They go in with the flay, with the tumble, and they get the kill. And the Oh, meanwhile, mid lane is that's a lot of damage, but it didn't seem like Ari could. Oh, and that's a flash for a flash. But yeah, it didn't seem like Ari could get her charm off, and Digital Zeus was saved that he had a large minion wave in front of him like that. But the commitment, I have to say, from the bot lane and the mid lane onto the gank, and the ability to stay focused and exhaust Nocturne as soon as he landed on Chinzao, delayed the death on Chinzao, and helped them pick up the kill on the Nocturne. So that was a 1v1. I wouldn't say it's worth, but I think they'll take what they can get so far, because it seems that right now it's only 1.1k gold. They're not far behind. Maokai is actually now ahead in CS. Rise is as well ahead in CS. It's only the bot lane a bit dragging behind, but nothing too big. Top lane, even though in the beginning it seemed like Garen was finally getting rolling and getting the lead, Maokai seems to be back into the lane. But oh, Bancho's going low. Meanwhile, bot lane Nakanak is having a lot of trouble. And the condemn.
The exhaust.
Can he die? He gets exhausted under the tower. Oh, the ult disconnect. Meanwhile, top lane, Chen Zhao is over on Malphite. Will he go down?
Nocturne and Rise is also
in trouble. Oh yes, Chen Zhao does go down.
Rise is rotating top.
Maokai.
Rise is gonna get him. Rise is
Can
gonna
he
get
snare?
him.
Will the snare connect? Finally it does, but it's a bit too late and it doesn't seem to be enough. Bancho does survive. So Bancho goes really low, it survives. Meanwhile, bot lane Nakanak did indeed survive. Digital Lemon went really low from the what's it called? The ultimate of Caitlyn. The ace in the hole. So overall, that was in the end that was only a 1v1. Bot lane, no one went down, and top lane Maokai, the top laner, went down to Chinzao. So I just noticed that both Nocturne and Chinzao are of course going for their Feral Flare. So Chinzao is at 17 stacks at the moment.
And so is Nocturne.
Yes, now 18 stacks, whereas Nocturne is on his way to 18 stacks. So both are equal. Their farm, Nocturne has a bit of an advantage, almost 10 CS plus, but in the jungle. So they seem to be fairly even for the most part. But Garen is now getting tanky, whereas there's this lull for Maokai till he gets his rods, because now he has the catalyst and the blessing one, but he's still waiting on to completing the rods before he can start stacking.
I don't really agree with the item path that Garen is going. I mean, when he got the Megatron clock, I was happy that he could neglect the damage coming out from Maokai, but then he went Giant's Belt, which means that he will not be able to do it.
Yes, by the way, there's aggression on the bot lane. Both the supports go down. Nocturne does not have his ultimate, so that's only gonna be some damage traded. Meanwhile, Chinza was actually sealing the blue buff. Oh, the charm connects and Ari is gonna get the kill. Nocturne does see Chinzao, if you can go over there and see it. But yes, he does in fact steal the blue buff. And that's gonna be a blue buff stolen from by Chinzao. So mid lane falls down, Ari with a beautiful play. The ignite making sure that she can actually 1v1 and kill the Rise. Meanwhile, that Stroke is hooked and he goes down very low. Will he go down? It's just one more.
Go down. Oh, the condemned.
Yes. Yeah, the exhaust and the damage from Vayne and oh, Karthus, press R please. Those two just survived with the lowest possible HP ever. One would say luckers, but yeah. So the bot lane of threes just barely manages to survive.
I am surprised from one thing, that Nocturne is not camping bot lane, even though his team's bot lane is losing. And in the recap, we said that Team Smoking Trees like to focus mostly on the bot lane, but this is not happening in this game.
Yes, it's. I would have to say that it's because both the previous games he was versus a non-active jungler.
The bot lane are soloing Dragon at the moment.
Yes, and yeah, Chinzao and Ari are following as well. Oh, it looks like they're gonna actually be able to do it. Both top laners have rotated to the bottom side of the map, but it doesn't seem like anything else will happen. Makai returns top. But I would like to, on the point you mentioned, the reason why this match is different is because Chen Zhao is another feral flare jungler, so that means both junglers have to focus on both their farm and the ganks. Previous matches, Rudy, especially the last one, Rudy was Rengar, and the reason he managed to both stack his feral flare fast as well as gank was because he had he had an entire bot lane, both his side and the enemy side, the bottom side of the jungle were open to him because the other junglers were sort of slow, non-farming junglers, more ganking junglers. So while those junglers tried to I remember specifically the enemy jungler was trying to help top lane because of X Poison's strong laning phase, and in this game, Rudy cannot do that. He cannot take both his side and the enemy side and stay close to the bot lane. He has to keep on moving. He cannot waste time in bushes waiting for the right time. Meanwhile, Bancho is going really low, but I'm just not sure he's gonna die. Yeah, though Babylon does just kill a ward and he doesn't seem to be leaving, just baiting. But Bancho as well is trying to bait, but this is risky. So bot lane tower has went down. I sorry I didn't notice that. Oh, Nocturne does indeed follow, and yes, Bancho does fall down. Babylon is close to falling down. Rice teleports up top on a minion, and Babylon looks like he's gonna be falling down. Yes, Rice does pick up an assist, and oh, can they get something else? I don't think so. Brom is running to the side. Maybe he's gonna catch. Yes, he does see her, but I don't think that's gonna be it. Just traded glances, and now they're a 4-man strong team. Team 3 is pushing onto the mid lane. Oh, that's a charm on Rudy Thakur. He gets hooked, and the flay and the thresh circle. Meanwhile, Deathstroke falls down. Oh, Rudy is gonna fall down as well. Yes, he does. That's a double kill. Ari with the charm, and that's a triple kill for Digital Lemon. And wow, Rangers on fire. He really is on fire. His hooks, his flays have been devastating both in the lane and right now in the team fight. And that's the first mid lane tower that falls down. That's the second tower to scratch me Tiger, and they just seem to be pushing on hard. That's the second tower that falls down. That was a really strong push. And right now, at 17 minutes, the gold lead is 5k over to Scratch Me Tiger. That's so far a strong performance. And one thing we touched on was that we're not sure how well would Team 3's. So we finally can see that. I wonder if they'll be able to do something or if they will just crumble up under the pressure. That remains to be seen. But CS wise, they seem to be doing fine. The gold difference comes from the 4 extra kills as well as the dragon and the towers. So oh, it's now Chen Zhao versus Nocturne, and Nocturne seems to be having the advantage, but Ari comes to the rescue, and it does look like Ari will manage to get the kill. Nocturne got baited into that. He should have.
Yeah, that was an obvious bait. He thought that he could 1v1 as Zhao, but
He could have, but it wasn't a 1v1 in the end, which was unfortunate for him.
if you look at Garen's item, he went for what's it called? Aegis of the Legion, sorry, and he seems to be more of a tanky support at the moment. He cannot dash any damage to Mokai, and I think Mokai could get the kill.
Yes, he does. Oh, the ultimate range just. Oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, Garen's role is gonna be a pure tank. That was the reason for the pick. Oh, by the way, that's another hook. That's a charm, and Bane is 601. That's a a scary, scary, scary Vayne.
To be honest,
Does
I would have rather that Thresh gets a locket of the Iron Solari instead of Garen. Garen should have gotten a brutalizer just for the damage, and at the moment he cannot win a trade 1 versus 1 with the Mokai. Mokai deals tons of damage to him, and in return Garen does 0 damage. And a smite from
yes, yeah, both the junglers are sitting on 28 stacks. Sorry, Rudy Thakur is sitting on 29. Just one last stack. I think this is gonna be it, yes. And now his Feral Flare is upgraded. Meanwhile, Bab's not
there is
doing
no
really
flash
low.
for X-Poison,
Yes,
but the slows come down.
yeah, exactly. He is now a Rod of Ages in Glacial Shroud Maokai. Now, I would like to point out that even though the goal is now 6000k, and Vayne is 601, the Team 3 is still very much into the game. Maokai is much stronger than Garen, both over, like at the moment.
And Nocturne
he
has
is,
his Feral Flare complete.
yes, he is stacking it up. Now, it's all
Another
up to, oh,
hook!
that's, wow.
That's Hook
The
Palooza.
hook, the Vayne, oh, and the execute over by Garen. That's a charm and an exhaust, but the Braum ultimate does save him eventually. Now, the the way that they can get back into this game is if they find a way to shut down Vayne and stop being engaged on. When Thresh is starting these engages with his perfect hooks, it just puts it just stops them from being able to do what they want to do. What they want is to have a fight where Maokai tanks up the damage, have Nocturne. Oh, Nakanak is dead. Why you do this, Nakanak? The charm misses, but it just there's no way he's gonna be able to survive. Yes, the kill is
That was a
secured.
painful fight.
Yes,
That
the
was a
kill is
painful fight.
secured by Thresh.
Dragon is live, and I think blue team should rotate to it, but the jungler is on the top side of the jungle at the moment. But I believe that Vayne and Thresh can solo it, but as you can see, Nocturne is close by Dragon, so it would be a bad idea for them to do Dragon without Xin Zhao, but he is rotating at the moment.
Oh, that was a nice lantern. Now the
They have a ward next to Dragon, so they
Yeah, the
they
timer is
should
gonna
get the
be
timer.
seen.
Yeah.
So they got the timer at the very least, though this pulls the gold advantage now much further away. It's now 8,000 gold, give or take, and so like let's discuss the options of Team 3s. They're only what they have to do is that they have to rely on their I would have to say better team composition. Now they're behind, but I still believe that they have the better team composition in this game. The Maokai is gonna tank more damage than the Garen while dishing out more damage. The Nocturne has just like Chen Zhao, the Nocturne has the ability to reach into the backline where they can get the Vayne, and now Vayne is one of those champions that's very easy to jump on. If she doesn't have her invisibility, she's due to her short range, she's gonna be easy to reach. Nocturne is is a champion who has an easy time jumping onto AD carries.
Yeah, but
Thanks to ultimate.
I would like to see that. I think what will happen is Thresh has to be next to Vayne during team fights in order
All
to keep
times, yes.
yeah, in order to keep Nocturne and Mokai away from Vayne.
Oh, meanwhile, Braum goes really low, he ultis, and now Digital Lemon is focusing onto Vayne. Vayne goes really low, Shinza with the jump, the charm connects on Nakanak. Will he go down? The exhaust? No, but the hourglass. Digital Lemon is tanking the tower, Digital Lemon falls down, that's 1-for-1. Oh, Nocturne falls down. Ari blocks the ace in the hole, and that's a 2-for-1. Everyone is low. Oh, that was close. That was a dangerous, but I would have to say well played tower dive.
They're
The
waiting
Ari?
to pick someone up.
Yeah,
Or
I
they're
don't think
just-
that's gonna be possible. They're just gonna recall.
I just noticed that their HP bars were really low.
Yeah, everyone's HP bars were really low actually. The Ari dive, Ari dove took as much CC as much took the exhaust, and then she hourglassed. So she took as much damage as she could, and then she hourglassed, baiting. Oh, the Maokai stole it, and now Trish. Sorry, Rise with the hook. Not the hook. Oh my God,
That
what's wrong with me?
was
The
totally
snare.
not worth for. Like the
Yes,
steal
he
was not
overstayed.
worth it. Yeah.
Yes, he overstayed, and then he not only did he get it stolen from, so he didn't even get a feral flare stack, but he died. So a quick recap: Chinzao was on 4 stacks, while Nocton's on 4, but now he's taking the raid, so that's a fifth. Top
It's
lane
we should
tower
we should.
is
I need to give a good point, like a positive point for Team Smoking Trees, even though they're losing in both kills, towers, and gold. Look at the CS of both of the mid lane, of the
Meanwhile,
bot
Maokai
lane.
is in a lot of pain. He's trying to do this best, and oh, Bansho is gonna live barely. But yeah, X-Poise is gonna go
That's
down,
a
and
dead
there's not
team.
much they can do. Yeah,
That's
the
a
team
very dead
support
team.
is not there.
So if you look, like the CS of both teams is really close, which means that they are playing this game perfect. And
Oh,
another
the hook
hook.
on Rudy, and Rudy goes down. He shouldn't have stayed there. He got too greedy. He wanted to get the big minion for the stack, and he just got caught. Bansho is teleporting back now, and that's now a 14. Oh, Ranger's on fire, sank in the tower. He has to be careful. He goes down low, but with Braum in the enemy jungle, Rise in the bot lane, and only Caitlyn. Caitlyn has to be careful or she'll get dived. Oh, Vayne goes onto it. That's a lot of damage. That's 35% for HP from three hits.
I think
And
that's an inhibitor.
Wow, yeah. That's an inhibitor in 26 minutes. That's really quick. That was 3 towers and an inhibitor strong push. Meanwhile, they only get a bot tower. I have to say the coordination, the communication. Oh, that stroke gets caught and he dies before he can even use his
And
ultimate.
welcome to Hooktown.
Yes, I have to say, the communication from Team 3's is really not good.
Another hook.
Yes, they're too spread out. They're on the way. That's a hook and a charm and an execute. They're just walking in blindly. They have no vision. They have no communication. Oh, X Poison gets disconnected. I wonder if they're gonna pause the game, or he's gonna maybe hopefully probably he's gonna reconnect before the death timer. So that's why they're not pausing. Oh yeah, they do pause the game.
I think they got like a mass
Let's
DC
see.
because Digital Zeus seems to be DC'd as well. Can you just
Yeah,
check what's
could be.
happening, please?
I'm gonna try and see what the matter is.
So we have a reconnect now.
Oh yeah, okay. No, Digital Source did not disconnect, by the way. It was only X Poison. So hopefully they, yeah, this should be, yeah, okay, they have started.
So the game is resuming, yeah. To the action.
Now the game is running away from Team 3's. They have to be careful. They need to play as a team. They need to play as a 5-man unit. Make sure that they team fight correctly. They can, if they turtle, if they wait till late game. Vayne is already like far ahead now, so Caitlyn needs some more farm. Caitlyn is about an item behind.
Amateur, voice is not working with you. Amateur, move to hover.
Yeah, that's a dragon that's going over to the blue team. So that's, I believe, the third dragon, isn't it? Yeah, this is the third dragon secured, and the lead is now third. Yeah, it's almost 13k now. So well, they have good wave clear. It's not the best, but it should be enough to help them keep the towers safe. But oh, that's a charm, and that's a lot of
That's
damage.
the-
Ari, yes,
He missed the hook. Oh.
yeah, he did, but
Oh.
that's a
he's
409.
Look
That's
at
a
the AoE
409
damage coming down from
Ari.
Rise. So much
Yeah.
AoE.
Yeah, but Bancho is tanky enough to tank the tower for the team, and now that's gonna be the second inhibitor. Oh, the charm misses, and that's
They
the
could just
both
go
the-
mid lane and take it as well.
Yeah, the top and the mid inhibitor both are down. Shinzao was trying to push the top side, and the options for team threes are, just getting less by the second, not even the minute, the second. That's two inhibitors down, and now the third one seems to be on the way. Rangers on fire, saying the tower. Oh, he does.
Another hook
Yes,
connects.
another hook, but,
But
flash
that
away.
dive,
Rangers on fire
no,
falls
no.
down. Vayne is getting focused on. Is she gonna fall down? She's invisible, but she does fall down. That's a double kill. But Caitlyn falls down to Ari. Meanwhile, Braum is gonna fall down. Yes, he does. Bancho's going really low. Maokai is gonna get him. Probably, yes, he does. Rampage for Zeus. Ari is gonna fall down. Oh,
The hourglass.
hourglass. And Rudy Thakur falls down instead. Ari gets away, but okay. First things first. I
Amaryllis.
commentated an entire team fight without fucking up more than 2 times, so that's really good. See, guys, I'm getting there. Second thing, the red team not only managed an ace, and sure, they were really slow to start the fight, but the fight started on their terms. I'll tell you the thing. Rangers on fire, while he did get the hook that he wanted, the biggest mistake was that he was tanking the tower, he took 2 tower shots, and then instead of going back, he went back just a bit before the range, got the hook, and flew, and he kept on getting tower shots, so he went down really quick. Now Baron going on to the blue team, that's obvious as you guys can see, but to continue on the what's happened in the team fight, Rangers on fire used got Nakanak, Caitlyn, but Caitlyn flashed away and killed him because he went really low from the tower. Then Vayne got focused on really hard. Braum, Rise, and Nocturne bursted her down.
If you
And
look
from
now,
there-
the bottom
Yes.
lane is pushing with super
Yes.
minions.
Oh,
and
yes,
I
that's-
think this is a distraction.
Oh, Chen Zhao. No. But Chen Zhao falls down. Yeah, he does. And Chen Zhao fell down for nothing. It was, if this was a distraction, it was a bad distraction. Because I would have to say this was more miscommunication and underestimation of the team than a distraction. The
Yeah.
minion wave was not there for the blue team. So even if that was a distraction, the teammates could not actually get the tower. If this was to be a distraction, then Shinzao should have waited some more, but he got caught out too early.
I think
And-
what the blue
yes.
team should have done is that 4 of them rotate to the top lane and push it with Garen. So it should have been Vayne, Thresh, and Ahri helping Garen push the top lane, while Xin Zhao pushes the bot lane. So if the red team decides to engage on Xin Zhao, they could have taken the top inhibitor, which was gonna be worth for them. But I
Yes.
agree that it was miscommunication, that you saw that 2 people were in the mid lane and Garen was pushing top lane and Xin Zhao was in bot lane. So yeah, these misplays, they can't afford them at the moment, because after the team fight that red team won, they have some breathing space. Both their inhibitors just spawned, so they can just turtle this and wait for another mistake, just like what Xin Zhao did, and from there they can just
Indeed.
capitalize on that and probably push this mid lane.
for now we can see the red team. They're just simply trying to turtle. They're trying to farm up. The gold lead is still 13,000 gold. But as this, oh, the top inhibitor is falling really fast. X-Poison jumps on into Vayne. That's a, oh, Vayne goes really low. That's a Braum ultimate hit. Nocturne does get
Vayne
hit,
is
so
dead.
Vayne does fall down. Bancho is exhausted and he looks like to be next. X-Poison is jumping onto Ahri, but oh, both Nocturne and Nocturne and Maokai fall down to Ahri. That's a triple kill now, and
This is
what?
game.
No.
I think
Yeah.
this is game.
Yeah, this has to
Our
be
team
game.
Scratch Me
That
Tiger.
yes.
Unless
The
Braum
start
could come
was
up with a
good.
miracle.
The start of the fight was good, but then overcommitment from Maokai and Nocturne onto Ahri just caused him to die, and that's an ace, and that's gonna be the game.
So
And
there's no miracle.
yes,
I'm
so
sorry,
there's
guys.
the game. GGWP to Team Scratch Me Tiger. Best of luck to hard luck to Team Threes. And I just want to say, guys, that we will have the rematch after this of the game week 1 day 1 game 3, which was supposed to be versus team Uncut Diamonds versus Team Sir. We're gonna have that game after this, so hang on tight. We'll start it soon. So just hold on to keep YouTube open, keep spamming the chat, and we will see you guys soon.
Yeah, we will take a short break and then we will be back with you guys for our.
It's gonna be the third game. So game number 3, Team Uncut Diamonds versus Team Sir.
So game number 3 is Uncut. Okay, makes sense. So we would play the Naughty Dylan and Fire Frozen after that game.
Exactly.